Okay, I want to refine the building. What I've got here is a kind of a central mass that will be used for the energy analysis, but there are surfaces that are going to cast shade that is going to affect the energy performance of the building itself, and I need to create some of those surfaces. So the first thing I'm doing is selecting the mass and say I'm going to edit it in place. I'm going to draft using the technique that I was using before, picking lines that are, I want to make sure this says on the ground plane. There's a lot of reference planes in here, but that way if I pick lines here, the new lines that are created for the sketch will be drawn at ground level, the bottom of my house. So I'm picking these to create the sketch, and then I escape to get out of the command. I've got a chain of lines now, so if I select that and say create me a form, I'm going to get just surfaces. Because it wasn't a closed shape, I'm getting just surfaces. I could modify this in a number of ways. I can use the vertices to move just them and make a change, or I could use the edges to change the height of these particular walls, but they're approximately right. You can see it there, they're about 6 feet high. Let's say that's good enough for what I'm doing at the moment. The other thing I want to do is I want to draw, the roof extends out and away from this kind of simple mass. And I'm not going to go through and draw all of it, but I do want you to see the technique of how you would go about creating it. So if I flip to a top view here in this 3D view, what I can do is I can say that I want to set my drafting plane to the surface of the sloping roof, and then I'm ready to go in and create a closed shape. You've got the option of turning on the show or don't show the actual drafting plane itself. I'm going to turn it off. I know where I'm drafting and I know what I want to do. So I'm picking on the line command, and I want to make sure that this is checked on, make surface from closed loops. That's going to mean that any point that I place will be, if I create a closed shape, will actually be a surface. So I'm going to do this kind of approximately. I think it comes out maybe as much as 6 feet, the initial proposal from the edge here. And then I'm just going to eyeball this in at the moment. I just want you to see the technique that I can come down and draw the outline for the roof. In this case there was kind of an unusual splayed condition created for the overhanging roof. And then it goes back around here, and then it goes all the way out past the carport, back here, kind of level with the, I might have to make a small change in that, but I'm going to draw it like this. What I want you to see is that as I get back here, I can now, if I do snap end, SE, I can now be selecting the edges of my roof. So I'm going to just click on those. And if I've done this correctly, I think I had a small change to make here. You see that end? I'm just going to drag it up a bit to where it aligns with the well, that's maybe not what I want to do. Let me try this. Align. Oh, these are aligned already, the surface. I'm trying to go inside here and drag it back a bit to where it aligns with the ridge line. I think that's it. I just want to check it in 3D. Let's go back to the, oops, sorry, it's already in the 3D view. Let me just click up here to change the angle. And so I've now got an extra surface that'll cast shade on the south side of my building. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish the other side of the model. but I just wanted you to see that. I'm going to now say finish mass. This message is only telling me that the mass that I've created now has some planar surfaces in it. It doesn't say planar, but the fact that there are just surfaces means that there's a mesh object in there, and so it has this mixture of mesh and solid object, and it's just telling me that, which I know because I just drew it. So let me get out of here.